The farce is strong in the Gunkcast family. Byron has it. Smidge has it. Hell, just about all of the Space Trek cast have it. You have that power too. Hello? I said you have that power too.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Announcer. My attention was distracted by that moon over there.
That's no moon. There, at a distance away in space, we see a giant, menacing spacecraft with big, gaudy neon lights flashing like a casino in space. The letters of the flashing lights spell out the Death Ray. And below it, right across the body of the hulking vessel, we see a huge mural of a fellow who has dropped his drawers and is showing his... Well, you get the idea. Yes, that's the vessel which we constructed under order from our leader, Double J Raygun. It was the ultimate weapon, which would be used to strike fear into the hearts of all those TV series and movies which did not agree to join us. We are the sinister organization known as Bad Reboot Productions.
Well, that doesn't sound too nice. Bad reboot? Why didn't you just leave those series alone?
Oh, shut up. We're not asking your opinion. Besides, we didn't finish our intro tale. So, one such example of a series which defied our influence was the case of Space Trek, a once wildly popular, in an indie cult kind of way, cable access TV series, which featured these high school nerds. Okay, that may sound a bit harsh. Shall we say they were well-studied high school outcast types who exhibited a flair for the sci-fi? Well, their series sprung from humble beginnings and became a surprise underground hit of the 23rd century. Unfortunately, this cable access show was canceled after 2 seasons of the proposed 4.5-year mission. But then, they had their big break when the Dalahuki ambassador from the Flatuan star system was sent by his race, who were all huge Space Trek fans, to negotiate a deal to continue the show. However, the Terran Council for Intergalactic Cable Access Entertainment were completely opposed to this idea. But then, the Dalahuki ambassador caught one of the key high-profile members of the council by the water cooler with his gargantuan reptilian mistress. So now, the Dalahuki ambassador had a sudden ally in this high-profile council member, and the rest was intergalactic history. Space Trek returned as a cable access film franchise, and several spin-off series ensued as well. After many years of providing this superb entertainment, Bad Reboot Productions humbly decided to step in and provide some extra new life for the series. But the entire original cast objected to this. But who are they to complain? After all, our plans were good plans. They were right plans. They were bad reboot plans. What we needed to do here was provide some extra encouragement for these guys to agree. So we decided to set a trap.
The events in the following scene occurred aboard the Starship Arrow just prior to part number 1 of our series.
For God's sakes, we are doing a meeting in about 10 minutes with these guys from Bad Reboots Productions, and nobody can find Captain Jerk. Just where the hell is he, checkouts?
Well, the last time I saw him, he was taking a final load down to the Arrow's lower laundry deck. I frankly don't know how this guy has so many dirty clothes to wash when he is constantly ripping his Space Fleet uniform shirts to shreds in every fight scene he's in. Oh wait, those shirts fix themselves, don't they?
As a side note, I heard that Captain Jerk has been pretty upset at the rumor that he's not going to be cast in the big Space Trek reboot. Especially after all those years he had spent on redesigning pajamas, which could be used as the official new uniforms in future Space Trek movies. Oh, the logic defies me.
So they are rejecting his pajama-themed uniforms? Well, in that case, maybe he just needs to find a good tailor for the task. You know, back home in Mother Russia, every common street corner roughneck was also a great tailor by trade. But you know, these guys may be kind of challenging to find out here in this part of space.
From loads of laundry to tailors in space. Just what the hell are we talking about, guys? We have a meeting to be at, and we need Captain Jerk. Can somebody find him?
Well, Stones, I think I remember Captain Jerk saying that he had a personal VIP area down on the laundry deck. He said it was like having a secret throne in paradise. I always wondered what he meant by that. Now it just occurred to me what it is.
Meanwhile, down in a secluded part of the lower laundry deck, we find...
Looks like Bad Reboot Franchises is gonna do a remake of I Know Who Killed Me? Really? Okay. Let's see what else. Here we go. 6 down. 6-letter word for a person who lacks intelligence. Dumbass. D-U-M-A-S-S. Yeah, it fits. Okay. Well, time to get back on duty. Come on, this damn thing never works. Engineering.
And at this moment, back up on the bridge, everyone hears the sound of a giant flush.
Oh my.
Well, guys, my instruments show the laundry deck is depressurizing very rapidly. If we don't get Captain Jerk out of there and fast, things are gonna get pretty messy, if you know what I mean.
Snotty, is there anything we can do to stabilize the laundry deck?
Aye, sir. I'll get right on it.
But then, a moment later, Snotty has bad news.
Uh-oh. Remember how Sock spilled his medicinal beverage all over the master control panel here in engineering? Well, it appears it shorted out the laundry deck circuit. Looks like it's going to be a one big spin cycle down here soon.
Wait a minute. You know, do we have to actually put up with this? I mean, can't we get a better voice actor here? I know it's a small part, but I really think we could do better than this. I'll tell you what. There are several contenders for the Snotty role, and I may not be qualified to decide who makes the cut here. So, let's bring in our special referee for what I'm going to call the Snotty Cage Match. Okay, let's welcome Referee Manny. Manny.
Hey guys. Hey Byron. What's up? So as your referee for the Snotty Cage Match, I will be choosing the best Snotty for the job based on their performance in a couple areas. So here we have two contenders to possibly replace the existing Snotty. Well, being that the existing cheap-for-hire voice actor will also have a shot to stay on as Snotty, all three actors will compete. Okay, contestants, are you ready? The first challenge will be to speak the key, all-important Snotty line, the one where he replies to the captain's request by exclaiming, "Aye, sir, I will get right on it." Ready? Snotty number one.
Hey, sir, I'll be right on it.
Snotty number two.
Aye, sir. I'll get right on it.
Snotty number three.
I said I'll get right on it.
Okay, How about now we have each Snotty recite the next script line. Ready, gentlemen? Snotty number one.
Otto, remember how Sock... Otto, remember how Sock spilled his medicinal beverage all over the master control panel down here in engineering? Well, it appears it shorted out the laundry deck circuit. Looks like it's going to be one big spin cycle down here soon.
Snotty number two.
Uh-oh. Remember how Sock spilled his medicinal beverage all over my master control panel here in engineering? Well, it appears he shorted out the laundry deck circuit. Looks like it's going to be one big spin cycle down there soon. Ay, caramba.
Snotty number 3.
Uh-oh. Remember how Sock... I'll just start again. Uh-oh. Remember how Sock spilled his medicinal beverage all over my master control panel here in engineering? Well, it appears it shorted out the laundry deck circuit. Looks like it's going to be one big spin cycle down there soon.
Now, the next one's for me personally. I just want to see which Snotty can hold the tune best. Ready? Here we go, guys. Snotty number 1.
When you're ready.
Girls on film, something, something, girls on film.
With the naked girls on film.
I don't know. It's a good
Girls
song. I don't know the words. I couldn't tell you the words. I don't know.
Girls on
film. Oh, no.
You're fired.
Snotty number 2.
Captain, I want to know what you're thinking. There are some things you can't hide. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. Don't. Pure energy. Pure energy.
Can I raise a practical question at this point? Are we going to do Stonehenge tomorrow?
No, we're not gonna fucking do Stonehenge.
Snotty number 3.
You know, Captain, the old Scotch is a good thing to have. All right, here you go. Yeah, feel like a force of nature. It make you sing like a bird released. If what you seek is a big man's treasure, you know it's buried beneath your feet. You know you look like a painted picture. I seen you fast crawling on your skin. I already messed up the words.
Silence! You will be silent!
How can you let this go on?
Wow. Well, that was a little rough. Well, the final challenge for the Snotty Cage match will be to see who lasts the longest in a hand-to-hand combat. So right now we need all 3 Snotty contenders in the ring. Okay, guys, are you ready to rumble? 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Snotty contestant number 3, come on down. And he also just so happens to be the original Snotty. The continuing role of Snotty goes to you.
Thank you very much, lads. Thank you.
Thank you, Manny, for your assistance.
No problem. Anytime, Byron.
Okay, guys. I think we can get back to our scene now with the winner of the Snotty Cage match.
Snotty, is there anything we can do to stabilize the laundry deck?
I said I'll get right on it.
But then, a moment later, Snotty has bad news.
Snotterbridge. Remember how Sock spilled his medicinal beverage all over my master control panel here in engineering? Well, it appears it shorted out the laundry deck circuit as well. Looks like it's going to be one big, gigantic spin cycle down there in a wee bit.
Well, guys, as weird as this sounds, I'm detecting an unknown outside signal locking onto the laundry deck, and it appears to be forcing the bay door open down there, right into the vacuum of space.
Oh my God! Well, just where is that signal coming from, and how can we stop it?
I don't know where that signal's coming from, but it is much too powerful for us to stop, especially with our weakened circuits, thanks to Mr. Half-Breed over there.
Shove it up your ass, Snotty. You're the one who asked me to bring my medicinal beverage down to engineering to share with you in the first place.
Enough of your quibbling, guys. It, just appears that we have a bigger problem here now.
Just then, another giant flush is heard. And then suddenly we see Captain Jerk propelled out into space on his throne of sorts. With TP and Laundry flying around everywhere, we suddenly see a type of tractor beam grab him, and it steadily pulls him off into space, away from the starship Arrow. Well, now it may just be me, but it looks like that tractor beam is pulling Captain Jerk towards that moon over there.
At Checkout's comment, Sock replies with more than a hint of foreboding.
That's no moon.
Out of the window of the starship, we see the death ray materialize. Suddenly, we hear maniacal laughter. And on the viewer's screen appears the pilot of the monstrous ship.
So I just took my security deposit before our negotiations. Don't try to look for your Captain Jerk. You'll never find him until you join my reboot.
We'll never join you, Double J. Now hand Captain Jerk back over.
Oh, too late. I already sent your captain someplace you'll never find him. And now I'm going to do something else that First Officer Sock may not be too keen on. Catch you guys later.
Just as suddenly as it had appeared to them, the death ray vanishes back into space. And watching after it with a doomed look, Sock comments,
Gentlemen, I suddenly feel a great disturbance in the farce. As if millions of voices suddenly burst out in laughter. Or possibly not. Oh, wait! I think I got that wrong. I meant as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror. And then a dog barked. And suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened. My home planet Toucan. My dog Smurf. No!